over with them, this would be the end of his story. Victory over hardship, he's built for it. He killed for another chance to rewrite his story. He grabbed the pen, he wrote the script for it. He had a gift for it, something like a sixth sense. He packed his bags, man, he's in the pen sense. Had sentenced, did exactly what he was supposed to do. He swallowed pride, did what people that are sober do. He told the truth, trusted God and cleaned his mess up. They told him he kept going, be like he never even messed up. Within a couple years, the boy was blessed up. He used his story to help others who had messed up. Matter of fact, rumor has it that he still has. He makes music, they say it helps heal land. It's real bad once he's helping them through real battles. Real battles, know nothing about. And that's the story of the boy, and of course there's more to it. Maybe next time we'll get more into it. There's a moral to it, something for you to think on. Yo, you should think on it.
Welcome everybody to Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? Welcome to the show. Glad you all are here. Thank you for being supportive and all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm not quite ready to do this show just yet, but I'm getting there. Trying my things a little. I promise. Sorry I wasn't all professional and ready to go today. I was trying my best. Woo, welcome. I think I'm here alone right this second, but that's all right. I wasn't ready anyways. Trying to do my best, I promise. Jimmy Dean, I don't know what you sending me there. But anyways. What do you say, Jimmy? I don't know what you just sent me. I don't. I apologize. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? I wasn't quite ready today. Taking me a second. Good thing it's just me and you here. How's Jimmy doing? I wonder how come I can't see it on my screen. Can you see that, Jimmy? You have to say yes or no, because I don't know. It's like I'm stuck or something. Hey, Rex, what's going on, my friend? Kind of curious if it's working or not. It's like I'm stuck on my. Oh, there I am. Good looking fella there. Excuse me, I was thirsty. But anyways, welcome everybody to the show. Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. Woo woo. Man, let me start off with qualifying myself here real quick. My sobriety date is August 16, 2018. For that, I am truly grateful. have a sponsor who has a sponsor who has a sponsor who has a sponsor who has a sponsor. We believe in sponsorship. But for that day, I am truly grateful. I am truly grateful for all the possibilities, endless possibilities I have in my life today because I am sober. When I was 10 years old, I started smoking weed, drinking alcohol. I moved right along to mushrooms, to LSD, cocaine, to crack cocaine, methamphetamines, to heroin. I was a 5-gram day heroin addict. My drug of choice was yours because it was free. Actually, it was speedball and heroin and meth together, and I don't tell you that because I'm proud. I tell you that because I am living proof that any addict can get clean and sober. Woo woo. Woo woo. My phone was ringing off the hook. Sorry, people. I don't know why I can't see what's going on here. Sorry, people. Give me a half a second here. Let me see what's going on with my phone. Why I can't see the podcast. I'm like, there I am. Okay. I see what's going on. I think. I don't know what's going on, actually. But let me answer this text here. I'm in the middle of... I can't multitask. Podcast. Can't talk. Some people don't get it. They don't watch, so they don't know. All right. Welcome, everybody. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties. You know, just that's what happens in my world all the time. That's all right, though. Truly grateful to be here. Truly grateful to be sober. Glad to be doing the deal. Does this sound better? I don't know. Mom told me today that my voice sounded like I was echoing pretty bad, and I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know exactly what it is. What do you say, Pauline? Welcome to the show. Doing a little technical, trying to figure something out. Trying to see why I'm echoing. And got to go between. All right. Hey, y'all be sure to like and subscribe and share this video out to whoever you can. Maybe we can save a life. I don't know. Hopefully we can. We do that by sharing experience, strength, and hope. I know I haven't been doing that a whole lot here lately. It's not because I don't want to. It's just because we get off topic, and today I really don't have a topic. So I might be able to share a little bit of my... I hate to share my story because I'm fixing to give it out on the 28th. And, sorry, I got a heat and air job guy texting me at the same time. And I can't multitask. I can't do it. We are going to do a Narcan segment later. How to use your 4 milligram nasal Narcan. If you need some Narcan, I've got, I think, a couple boxes left. I need to re-up on them. I've kind of run out. I haven't had a chance to get over to Recovery or United for Recovery here lately. Just been work and, just the snow and everything in the world going on. Lack of excuses. I should not be making excuses for that. I don't know what is up with my lighting. Sorry, people. When I look like I'm a crackhead, I don't like it. I don't like it because we're not crackheads no more. I don't know. Oh, well. We just look like a zombie. Is that all right with y'all? It's all right with me. I should have done this earlier before I got started. I just didn't get a chance. Been doing some scrapping here at the shop, and work's been slow, but the metal's high, so we scrap, right? Woo, woo. Get out of it. That's what we got to do. We do what we got to do. What do you say, Patsy? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up, being my friend, doing all that stuff for me that you do. Like praise me all the time and make me feel good. I appreciate that. Used to not get that at all. Everybody used to dog me pretty good, and it's kind of nice to have people say, "Hey, you're a good guy" and all that stuff. And I guess you got to learn to accept that sometimes. How's the sound? Am I echoing still? I can't hear it through mine. I always worry about that. This guy's like, please call me. I can't call right now. You don't understand. I'm in the middle of a podcast. What's up? Anyways, I got to get my TV back from Steven. He's I don't know if I deserve it. That's the part I don't like. I don't like to deserve it. I don't feel like I deserve it. Man, my eyes look rough on here. What is wrong with my lighting? I can't mess with it while I'm live because I get out of focus. I can't focus on nothing anymore, seems like. Been trying to get all this crap done, and luckily I've got a helper that does that for me and helps me. But what do you say, Donnie? What do you say, Jenny? Welcome. I need to know if my voice sounds hollow or echoing. A check 1 2. Check 1 2. I don't know why it sounds weird. See, it used to not do that. And let me try something here. We'll try 2 microphones, right? Does that make a difference? Does that make a difference? I don't know. Tell me. Somebody talk to me, please. Talk to me. Let me know. Sounds fine. Thank you, John. Sound is good. All right. Does it sound worse with 2 microphones? I'll use them both if that's what makes it sound better. Thank you. I used to have a whole set of teeth, and today I have a hard time. My tongue gets where my teeth go. My tongue gets in the way, so I talk kind of funny, and I laugh about it. I just laugh about it. Matter of fact, I pick on Mom where she got her teeth pulled. I had mine pulled first, so it's been a joke for me to pick on Mom, and she gets all mad at me, aggravated. But I love her. I love my mom more than anything in this world, and she has been my go-to person all through life. She's always been there for me, and I'm truly grateful. I manipulated that woman. It was awful. Should not be manipulating your mom, but she's gullible sometimes. So, I didn't tell y'all about the guy in New Haven, right? Strung out on brake fluid. It's awful. Actually, it ain't too bad because you know what? He can stop anytime. Woo, woo, I heard that the other night. I'm freaked out over my equipment's not working. Either way, sounds good to me. I can talk into both of them. Maybe it's surround sound. I don't know. Maybe. Just a trickster. So, how's everybody been doing? My lighting's off. My eyes are dark. My microphones don't work. But we're here. We're doing the deal. We're here for you because you all deserve it. Y'all deserve to have some hope, a way out. Trying to get my microphones bounced. There we go. That probably sounds a little bit better right there. I don't know if it does or don't, but anyways, moving right along. Donnie, Jen, Patsy, Pauline, JD, Rex, Katie. Woo woo. You're fine. You're single. That's probably why you have echo. I understand that, but I got the one mic off. Does that sound better with the other mic off? I just did that just a second ago just to be messing around, really. I know that shouldn't echo, but what do you think about that, Dave? John, I owe you an apology, man. I didn't mean to upset you the other day. It come out all wrong. But I will make an apology because in the position I'm in, I shouldn't have made a statement like I said, and it didn't come out the way I meant it to say it. And, people get fired on the news for that. They can't fire me. I guess they could cancel me. But, I didn't mean it like it come out, or it sounded, and I apologize 100% on that. 100% on that. I hope you accept my apology because it didn't come out quite right. I listened to it after the show, and it did come out like slanted, and I didn't mean for it to. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to advocate, and if I advocate, then other people take it wrong, and I don't mean it that way. I got to answer this guy. He is not going to let me go. Call you after I'm off the air. I don't think he knows what a podcast is. It's all right. It's all right to be little bitty. Now I'm good? Good. Thank you, Dave. There's a 30-second delay from the time I say something, then you hear it, and then you type back. I don't know how quick it comes back when I do it. I know it's a 30-second delay between me and you. It's a 30-second delay, baby, between me and you. Oh, anyway, I really am in a good mood. I know I seem kind of down and out, but I'm really not. I got to sit down and talk to Mom today, and I don't know. She's struggling with some things. We struggle as human beings to do what we feel like is right in the world. And she's like, you're going to think I'm crazy. And, of course, I said, I know you're crazy. You're my mom. But, no, I didn't say that for real. But I got to sit down, and we had a heart-to-heart. And, man, I tell you what, it was kind of fulfilling, you would say, I guess. Fulfilling. It might not be the word. Fulfilling for me. And it's always nice to sit down and talk to Mom, and because back in the day we argued and complained and it was at each other's throats, and it wasn't because we didn't love each other. It was because I was acting a fool, doing what I thought I needed to do or wanted to do, doing whatever I wanted to do. And if y'all know anything about people in addiction, we can't do that because we start thinking we're God, and when I start thinking I'm God, it just doesn't work. What do you say, Charles? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Reading off my phone instead of off my screen. Hey, Les, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Just want to know, I think you're a heck of a good dude. Just to say it, just so you know. Y'all always tell me how good I am. I want to tell you how good you are. You all are great. I tell you, this podcast has really brought us together, me, you, and Patsy, and I tell you, it's I've actually met a lot of people on here. It's just really been. Sorry, I keep getting a text, and it shows up on my screen, and I need to ignore it, but I can't ignore it in a way. But I think he got it that time that I'll call him after the podcast when I'm off the air. I guess that makes more sense. I don't know. But you can see how that would, I get agitated pretty easy. I don't know why. It's something that it's always happened. I should not get agitated like I do. And I like to say it's stress. I like to say it's whatever it is. But in reality, I put myself in situations that just for being a nice guy, I don't know how to say no. And one of the best things I ever heard was a buddy of mine, Chad Helm. He was actually on the show. He does a thing for Isaiah House and stuff, and he does post up on Facebook every day. And I used to repost it. I just get busy and don't get the chance to do it. But he'd say, I'm getting anxious and all that, which anxious means is you're looking into the future. And if you're depressed, you're looking at the past. What my problem is I'm getting anxious because I'm trying to help people, and what I do is I don't refill my cup. I let my cup get low, and then then I can't, I'm pouring out what I don't have no more. I need to back up, regroup, stay spiritual, keep my cup full. And if I can keep my cup full, I can help more people. Problem is I don't know how to say no. Hence, I'm a drug addict, or used to be a drug addict. But I do. I tell people I'll do stuff, and then I get. Got 10 ears, Lord. Yes, sir, I did. Hey, I did that myself. Y'all like that? I'm quite the barber on myself. But it'd be like at work. I'll be like, have a whole day full of stuff to do. 6 or 7 service calls to do. Have to go to Louisville to pick up parts or something. And somebody will call and say, hey, I need heat. Or I need air conditioning. I'll be like, all right, give me your address. And I get it and I say, I'll see you here in a little bit. Try to do that same day service. I don't have that in me, people. I can't do that, but I do it. And I get aggravated with myself. And then when I get aggravated with myself, now pay attention here, people, because I feel like this is a thing with addicts or people that seem like they got bad attitudes all the time or something. I think they overextend, and when they do that, then they get upset because they didn't do what they said they was going to do, and it goes into tomorrow now, and I'm running around, I'm anxious, and just ready to pull your hair out, and it's like, and so, and then I take it out on other people, and I don't aim to do that. It just happens for me for some reason, and it's all me. It's me 100%. I can't blame stress. I put the stress on myself, But I don't mind. The problem is, really, I don't have time for 2 jobs, and I do 2 jobs. It's my passion is in recovery. Let's put it like that. My passion is in recovery. I love what I do during the day, which is heating and cooling, but I'm a one-man, or I'm one man with a helper kind of guy. So when I miss a show like I did last week, or something because of work, or the snow comes in and I miss the show, and then I got to work or whatever. It just they bounce back and forth all the time. I cannot find a balance, and everybody talks about balance in early recovery. I can't find balance. There is a balance. There is a balance, and I overextend. Not with the podcast per se, but as far as I got to work on Chuck too. And when I work on me, what do you say, Joseph Scott? What's up, my friend? Been a while. But I got to work on me. I'm an addict. I got these issues that I got to deal with too. And so I got to go do them things also. And I start taking away from Stephen, and I start getting guilt, shame, remorse. And I don't know how to balance. But you know what the thing is everything I do keeps me sober and clean. Giving back, helping people, meetings, this podcast is tremendous help for me. And that's why I'm not willing to give up the podcast, because it is tremendously helping me. I know people say, oh, you help so-and-so or whatever. I don't know if I help anybody. But the thing is I get on here and I get to share me and breathe. And like they say, my sharpest tool. Wish he quit texting me. My sharpest tool in the shed is my history, and even though it's not so good, I'm not so proud of it. I don't mind sharing it out on the podcast. I know what I need to do. I need to move my light over, but I need to share it out on the podcast so people know. Look, hey, that's me. That I went through that. I did that. Man, I need to talk to that guy or whatever. It don't have to always be me. It could be all kinds of people, but just for me, for instance. And I don't mind doing it. So, with that being said, I was born in Louisville, 1974, St. Mary Elizabeth Hospital. And from that day forward, it was downhill for me. No, it wasn't really all downhill. I can't tell you the story because I am fixing to give my story here in a couple of days. What do you say, Scott? You just heard it the other day. See, I'd be just repeating if I did it again. But you know what? It's like I said, we all struggle with issues, and the thing is we don't know how to when we're struggling, I can't find time for me to listen to other people's struggles when I'm struggling. And so when they start getting, and if I'm a whiny baby on my pity pot that day, then I don't want to hear your pity pot stuff, because it's what about me, what about me, what about me, what about me? It's got to be about me. And that's the mind of an addict. I mean, it really is. It's all about me all the time, and I have to get out of that. And the way I did it was by the grace of God. I'm not always all the way out, though, is the thing. And it's like I tell everybody else when they ask, well, how do I do this or how do I do that? Just one day at a time, people. Just do what you can do. You can't do no more. Just do your best. Just don't stop. Don't give up. And if y'all watch me very long, I always say I'm 100% successful because I'm sitting right here right now talking to you all. So that's 100% successful. I'm not dead. I have successfully lived to this point right here. It's been successful. I might have hit some trials and tribulations. I might have not worked. I might have not had no money. I might have been skid row. I might have been dope sick. I might have been high. But you know what? Right now, I'm not. 100% right now, I'm drug free. No dope sickness. I'm talking to you all. I got a roof over my head. I got a halfway decent podcast, I guess, if I was asking me. You don't have to be here to help me. You all are here helping me right now. Y'all just don't understand how much y'all do help me. You help me because you're here. You listen. You tell me it's going to be all right. Y'all do the things that people should do. You all understand. Whether you've been in addiction, you got family in addiction, your friends are in addiction, you understand. And that little bit of understanding is what helps me. Inspiration. That's what you all do. Y'all give me inspiration. Thank you, Charles. I don't like to think that I'm inspirational. I like to think that I am, what do they say all the time? I burnt them brain cells up in the 80s, so y'all gonna give me a break here. I'll think of it. Give me a second. Attraction rather than promotion. I'm hoping I'm attracting people to recovery. I'm not really promoting it. It seems like I'm promoting it. It seems like a promotion, but it's not. I'm here trying to keep myself sober, keep myself from getting high. And if I can help somebody stay alive along the way, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. We don't always know if we help people. Some people never know. I'll tell you one of the greatest things ever. One night I got a text and a girl said, "Thank you so much for saving my life." I never met her before in my life. I didn't know who she was. But, she was a friend of mine on Facebook. And where all my friends in Facebook come was either from Friends of Recovery Nelson or I knew them already, or this podcast. Or this. I don't know what's going on here, people, but my stuff's falling over off my desk. It's been there for 6 months, and now it's falling. Okay. I'll tell y'all to like, subscribe, share, all this stuff. Hit the little bell, podcast, whatever. I don't know how all that works. Hit your little heart things there. Man, we need some ratings, good ratings. We need to share love. Lots of love. I mean, so much love. I really feel like this world's in turmoil. 81,000 people died last year of overdose. I'm an inspiration. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it, buddy. I tell you what, you're my buddy, dude, and you're an inspiration to me. 100. Because I got the privilege, and you know what I'm talking about, to meet you where you was at the time, with the no hope in front of you at all. To see you now is truly amazing. Truly amazing. Thank you, my friend, for letting me be part of that. I don't know that you let me be part of that, but I got to be part of it, and that is awesome. It's awesome. Patsy, I love you. I really do. No offense, Les. I just, she says you're an inspiration. Or no, she says God knows how you're helping everyone. He's the one who sent you. I have to agree, God does everything. He is my go-to thing. He is the Almighty and Savior of me, my higher power, who I choose to call God. My God is an all-forgiving God. I don't like talking about God a whole lot on here because my numbers start to drop. Come on, man. It's kind of wild when people start texting you and you're on a podcast and you tell them, and I'm getting better. See, I would have normally got aggravated over that. Recovery is all about balance. From making a living to helping others and continuing to try to be a better person than you were the day before, and practicing spiritual principles in all of my affairs. I fail at that sometimes. Like I said, I tell you where I fail at that the most is when I get home at night. See, I'm safe right here because I can't mess up right here, right? Because I'm live in front of people. And then when I'm out there doing what I need to do to keep my serenity and get my daily reprieve, I'm good there because I'm in a box. I'm safe. I've got my wool coat on. It's cold, and I got a wool coat over me. But when I walk out and I go home, I'm not safe no more. If your addict is out there struggling with that, been out there doing the deal and seems happy when he's gone, or she seems happy when she's gone. This is an equal opportunity problem. It does not discriminate. Doctors, lawyers, judges, Skid Row, middle class, no class, Michael Jackson. It's just it does not discriminate. And when we get home, it's like we forget about them spiritual principles. I've gotten better. I talked to my sponsor about it one day, and he said, "You know what you need to do?" And I was like, "No, tell me." I was all focused in on what he wanted to say. He said, "Did you pray on it?" Nope, I sure didn't. So that's what I do now. I pray to my higher power. And if you don't believe in God, that's all right, people. This is the greatest thing about recovery right now is you can believe in the spirit of the universe. You can believe in the whatever. You can believe that microphone right there, you can't see it, but I'll show it to you. That microphone right there could be your higher power if that's what you want to believe. If you believe that higher power, that microphone has the power to help you out, and you truly believe that, I can't say a word. Like I tell you all the time, my aunt, she had a higher power of a ball peen hammer, and she stayed sober, happily sober, for 25 years. And I cannot deny that. I've seen it with my own eyes. I was talk about a ominous warning. Got to speak, I think it was at her 10 year, and at the Token Club in Jeffersonville, Indiana. This has been 30 years ago. I was a kid still. I was still a kid. And she asked me to speak, not like the speaker, but she wanted me to tell a story. And what I said was, looking back now, it's funny. She probably embarrassed her and upset her, but I guess she was happy that I did it. Only thing I can remember of her being alcoholic, because she was nice to me. I was like her favorite nephew. She painted me shirts, and I had one that had an elephant on it, and I wore it until Mom had to just take it away from me because I was going to wear it forever. I didn't want to wash it or anything. And I was real young when I got the shirt. Well, several years later, when she asked me to speak at her 10 year, I didn't know what to say, so I got up there and I told the only story I knew, really, about her alcoholism. I can remember her loving on me, treating me like gold, and at the same time be telling her 3 kids, do these dishes. And I swear they didn't even have time to grab the dishes to take them into the kitchen, and she was throwing them at her. I mean, they pushed against the wall, and it freaked me out. And that's really all I knew about alcoholism at the time. So that's the story I told at her tenure. And I don't know, she smiled real big and gave me a hug and said thank you when it was over. And I don't know. Hope Gene got my message to get me some cigarettes. I'm like down to my last little butt here. That's funny. You know, I miss my Aunt Debbie. She was something else. She was definitely alcoholic. That's all I can say. She just, Mom and them had a daycare out here in I'm losing my mind. I can't believe I can't think of the name. Balltown, and she was one of the workers there. But she was known as Miss Twinklebomb. She had a straw hat on and bib overalls and a colorful shirt. I don't know. She was supposed to be funny all the time. She was funny, and her life from early on, when I knew she was fighting with my uncle and all that, and before they got divorced and the kids and all the madness in her life, she come up from that and become a loving, awesome person. All through recovery. And it's I miss her. I wish you know, it's kind of like this in my recovery. I like to, and of course it's just because it's all about me, right? I wish she was here to see me now, you know, see where I'm at. I would love to go over the stories in the literature that we use, trying to protect traditions here by not saying what, but y'all can read between the lines. And yeah, she did ask me to speak, and I did do it. And what's weird is I'm no public speaker, people. The thing is I do this, and I do it without reservations. I do it without, you know, any kind of anxiety. I don't get nervous. I just do what I do. And it's weird because I couldn't have got up in class in school and read a book report. I really couldn't. I was scared to death. Recovery is taking that away, that fear there away from me. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Even when I go out, like I spoke last Wednesday up in Louisville. I'm not going to say the name of the place, but at a place where I get my daily reprieve. And I just don't get nervous doing it. I did a little bit the first time I did it. I was at the Healing Place in Campbellsville. Went in there. My little brother asked me to speak there, and I look up, and there's like 120 people there, and I'm like, whoa, I'm going to speak in front of a bunch of people like the very first time. I did get kind of nervous, but what I did was I prayed. I prayed to my higher power and said, look, I don't know what I can do this, God. Help me do this. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Please help me get through this. And when they introduced me, the only thought in my head was walk up there and start talking. I knew what to say. Hey, I'm Chuck. I'm an addict. My sobriety date is August 16, 2018, and for that I'm truly grateful. I have a sponsor who is so-and-so, and I have a home group, which is so-and-so. And I just didn't stop. I just kept going and going and going and going. And I actually got a standing ovation at that. And kind of took my breath away. I couldn't believe that I actually did it, you know. And after that, like the 15 minutes after I left the place and on my way home, I'm like, man, the rush hit me. I mean, I always think I could have said this, could have said that, I should have said this, should have said that. You know, they say you give a story, I don't know how to say it. Anyways, it was awesome. It was awesome. You think about the story that you wanted to tell and then the story that you should have told, but you give a totally different story. And it really works that way. So that's why when I go to speak or I do this right here, I just do it off the cuff. I don't try to think about it. I don't want to lie. And if I don't think about it, I don't sit back all day writing out a little paper saying, this is me and this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. Oh, if that don't sound real good, I think I'll make that sound a little better. And I'll do that without knowing that I'm doing it. It's easy because I've lied and manipulated my whole life. You know, you don't become a 5 gram a day heroin addict without manipulating somebody, lying about something. You know, you're not a great person if you get that far out there. I'm just saying. That's where I was at. I lied, I cheated, I stole. I really didn't feel like I stole anything from anybody, but I stole my mom's sleep. I stole my mom's sanity. I stole my whole family's sleep and sanity. They never knew if I was coming home, when I was coming home, or if I was ever going to come home. You know, they was waiting for that phone to ring, say, ring, ring, ding, ding, ding. Miss Howard, this is the sheriff, you know, the call. And I'm truly grateful that call didn't have to come. That was my biggest fear out there. It wasn't that I was going to overdose and die. It was that I was going to overdose and die, and they was going to call my mom and tell her that I overdosed and died. And it was real. It is real. It's still real. Streets are winning. We had, I think they said 14 people overdosed in Nelson County last year. The year before was 7. It's doubled. I know that don't seem like a lot, but you got to think that if you OD'd in Jefferson County, you didn't count in Nelson County's numbers. You counted in Jefferson County's numbers. So it could have been 400 people if they died in other counties. You know, we don't know. And we won't know that. But 800 and, what did I tell y'all, 800 or 81,000 people in the United States. Last year, it's the largest number ever of overdose. Can't talk about it a lot because I get upset about it. I did hear about a buddy of mine that he had a stroke, methamphetamines, and he's in Louisville, and he's not going to come back out of whatever happened, you know, with his mental state. I don't know when it happened. I just heard about it today, but it could have happened a long time ago, and I just didn't hear about it. But I see overdoses all the time on Facebook. It hits my Facebook page, and the reason why is because I'm involved with a bunch of addiction groups and alcoholic groups, and you know, and I see what people post, and it's heartbreaking to me because I'm just going to tell you, suicide and overdose funerals are the saddest ones ever because that's preventable. It's 100% preventable. I don't know how we could prevent that. Did anybody follow me up on my question? Anybody had any ideas of how we can get a hold to this or get a hold of how we're going to turn this thing around? Anyways, I do have all the shampoo, all the conditioner, all the toothpaste, toothbrushes for the Easter bags, and I'm pretty sure I got deodorant. I'll know that tomorrow. I'm supposed to go pick up a box from a guy. And the only thing I don't have is the candy and the soap. If anybody wants to look up, why can't I remember that? Chuck Brothers Easter baskets on the. What do you do when you go to have a wedding? You get on the registry. Yeah, if you get on the registry, you can look up Chuck Brothers in Kentucky, and it's called the 200 Easter baskets or something, Easter something. Anyways, there's some candy on there that I need. If I can get that, then we'll be pretty much wrapped up. I want to get it done the weekend before the 20th of next month. Might have picked up another recovery center to give to, too. Hopefully we can get to that. And we got, I think Jane said, 40,000 eggs that we can donate to the town of New Haven for their Easter egg thing. So we're definitely getting out there, getting the word out. We're trying to do the most. I mean, really, let me show you something here. Health fair. Them are toothbrushes. And the toothbrushes. Them ain't even counted in the order. So we got plenty of that. I got a few extra toothpaste and stuff down there. If you can give. If you can't, don't. It's cool. We understand. You can share. You can always share the message, and that's given just as much too. I tell you, people are scared to do anything in recovery, and I don't understand. I mean, I know it's not like the best thing out there to be talking about is overdose awareness, and here's the thing though: if we don't say something, if we don't talk about it, and we just turn a blind eye to it, it's going to get worse. It might be my kid. It might be your kid. It might be your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad, your mom. And, it don't even have to be an addict. Doctors prescribe pain pills that kill people every day, given to them by their doctor. It's probably not as much as people going out there abusing it. But it happens. I don't know. I bought all the shampoo and all the conditioners out of my own pocket, so I'm not asking anybody to give something that I'm not willing to give to. I always put in, and what we come up short, I always buy out of my pocket, because it's in the end, it was my idea to do this, and I got to come through on the deal. I can't leave people hanging when I tell them I'm going to do something, and I don't take the credit for it. I give you all the credit. I just want you to know that I do give too. I don't ask for donations if I'm not going to donate myself. That's just, I got to give back, because this was freely given to me, people. Nobody said anything except the judge said, shh, you're going to recovery. And then I screwed it up. And then he said, you're going to drug court. Shh. You mess up now, boy, you're going to prison. Well, I woke up. I had that moment of clarity. And besides that, it was free to me. I mean, it took my time, but it was the best time I ever spent was in recovery, and learning to be a new person. What do you say, Lisa? Ever so. What are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? We're coming up on Tom's anniversary. I know April 4th. That's going to be a sad day. But you know what? He's up there, Lisa, saying, Turkey Baster's at you on Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud, watching his podcast. Turkey Baster. I miss old Tom. Hey, make sure you stay around, Lisa, and watch the... I'm going to play this right now, Lisa. I don't know if you've seen this, but I want you to see this, and I apologize, people. I think I can talk through it. Yeah, I can talk to it. Check this out, Lisa. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Big Mitch. Tom. It's my best friend I always talk about right there. Joe. Hurt. Ashley. There he is. There he is, Lisa. Oh, Terry. Fats. Mitch. Back to Mitch. Anyways, get back to... Be sure to like and subscribe and follow the show, people. If you don't mind. Hey, we're running out of time here. I got to do a Narcan thing, people. How you use your 4 milligram nasal Narcan. So you're out partying with your buddy, and you stop by the 5-star down the road there, and you got to go to the bathroom real bad, and you walk in the bathroom, and you see this dude laying on the floor. Oh my God. He's all blue. Well, what you do is roll him over on his side. Don't worry about calling 911 just yet, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't care what it says on the package. It says, got directions. It says call 911. I'll tell you not to do it right now. You can tell them Chuck Brothers said so. I'll tell you why in a minute. Roll them over on their side. where their knees touching, their hips touching, and their shoulders touching like a 3-point stance. That way they can't asphyxiate. They can't vomit and swallow it into their lungs. It'll come on out of their mouth. You pull your Narcan out of your package. Stick it between your fingers just like that right there. Put your thumb on the plunger. Do not push it. All the way up the nose until your fingers touch. Now push it. Okay, now call 911. Now call 911. And the reason you don't call 911 first is because they're going to say, where are you at? Are they blue? Are they breathing? Is it an overdose? Bunch of questions. Seconds matter, people. Seconds matter. So always administer your first dose of Narcan first. Now, 3 minutes has passed. They're not moving just yet. You know what? They come with 2 in a box. I know, right? Lucky me, I got 2. Reason why is because the first one might not work. Grab the second one out of the package, put your thumb on the plunger, up the other nostril, all the way up until your fingers touch the nose. Push the plunger. By this time, help should be coming. Help should be coming. Always call 911 if you see an overdose. Always call 911 because the half-life of Narcan will not last as long as the half-life of the opiate. So you can go back into overdose after the Narcan wears off. Please call 911. Please call 911. All righty. Moving right along. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What was I going to talk about for 2 minutes? Oh, we got to get a woo-woo in. Woo-woo. God is good every second of every day. God is good all the time, people. Every second, every minute of every hour, of every day, of every week, of every month, of every year. God is good all the time. Just open up your eyes and look out there and watch for him. He's out there. I see him every day. I see him today. I see him tomorrow. And I'm not going to stop looking because that's what gets me through and helps me pray. Woo, woo. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Man, if everybody that watches this show followed us on YouTube, man, we could really do some big things because they would monetize me. And it's not the money that I want, but the money that we could use for halfway houses, sober living, recovery centers, recovery literature, recovery classes. There's so much we could do if we had money. And I don't like asking for money, but it don't matter if we play commercial and they give it to us, right? Right? That's right. I mean, it takes money to do things, and unfortunately, I'm just a poor broke boy from New Haven, and doing all I can do. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Anyways, see overdose, 911. If you're with a friend and they overdose, don't run off and leave them. Stay with them. Kentucky Senate Bill 192, the heroin bill. Listen closely here. Provides immunity from arrest if someone calls 911 to save the life of a person who is overdosed and stays with that person until help arrives. They will not lock you up. I promise you. I've been through it. I have been through it with my best friend Tom, and I hate to say it. I love that man more than anything in this world, but he is my inspiration because I know he's in heaven right now looking down and proud of me. Proud of me. I miss him every day. You already know, at least. Woo woo. Woo woo. Anyways, yes, Patsy, I will send you that link again. Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. Woo woo, people. I believe in you. I have faith in you. Don't give up. When you give up and you stop is when you fail. Don't give up. Keep going. If you fall off your horse, you get right back up in them stirrups and you get back up on that horse. Listen to me, people. This is a much better life. I got your back. Call me. I'll get you where you need to go in a recovery bed. I'll buy you a carton of cigarettes, whatever. $60 is nothing compared to your life. You are worth it. You are worth it. Don't ever sell yourself short. I love you all. You all are rock. You all rock and roll. And remember, I'm here for you, people. Reach out, PM me, find me, follow me, whatever. Share this to a friend. Enjoy life. And I'll see you Wednesday. This ain't working for me. Oh. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened to my screen. Give me a second. I will figure this out. There we go. Anyways, people, I love y'all. Stay true. Pray a lot. Pray for the world. Pray for peace. Pray for your addict.
Shoes. First you gotta understand the sand that he's walking through. Silence by default, but it's never been his fault. Following the code, hanging around nothing but adults. Cause he was shedding water in a pool of good intentions. Always would envision a mission, but no one listened. Wishing to be noticed, hoping they would see him glisten. Beating pots and pans with his hands in the kitchen.
That is nothing compared to what we have right now.
Cause he made his own decisions. Stitching the incisions, ever brought with those opinions. In addition, started drinking, never mixed it with some thinking. Sinking into loneliness and living for the weekend. Waking up confused and popping pills for his amusement. Loving his guitar, but to the drugs he had to lose it. He wants to hit the road but doesn't own a car to cruise it. Now he's all alone with a cup of purple juices. Laughing with the mattress, scratching at his bruises. Jack off to an actress that he's watching in a movie. He's never getting action, girls are scared of his delusions. If legends never die, how it's not the kid to prove it. Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. His buzz was getting weaker with the more that he done. Instead of being fun, it made him apathetic and numb. He take a look into the mirror and hated what he become. A fucking bum, thought the world be better off when he's gone. Planned to take so many drugs that he may never
Chucky
wake
B
up.
right
But
there.
he done spent his last $30 on Xanax and rum. He called his grandma up and said, I need some money for dress clothes. I got a job, ma, I can't follow the dress code. See, he already knows that he won't last till tomorrow, so he don't give a fuck about the cash that he borrows. She told him she'd be over around 8:30 or 9. It was 1 o'clock and he was too impatient to die. Ravaging through all the stuff for anything he could find, trying to find something that could take the pain before 9. Then she called him back and told him that she had a surprise. He didn't know if he could wait, but just said fuck it, I'll try. We never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. At 8:45, 2 cars pulled into his drive. He's on the card, but another car followed behind. She said, I'm proud of you, and good jobs are harder to find. But if you're gonna work, then we gotta get you a ride. Look, I bought this car for you from your Uncle Jack. We wanna see you succeed, don't gotta pay me back. It's got a lot of miles, but it's been maintained. I just wanna see you happy, it's never too late to change things. And here's your $50, I hope it's enough. At Salvation Army, that might even get you a tux. She hugged him hard and said, I hope it's get you out of your funk. And I brought you some groceries in the back of the trunk. Then he broke down and told her what he's planning to do. He said,
Hey, I got my son
the
back
job, Ma, I wish it was
at the
true.
airport.
You'll never understand the battle, cause the demons are strong. And I hate to admit it, but I done lost and they won. And all I ever really wanted was a moment of silence. These voices in my head are telling me to be violent. I try praying to God, but he don't ever respond. But these voices go away whenever I take a bump. Then she dropped the keys and started gasping for air. Oh my God, my breathe. Take a seat in this chair. We sat it down and then Uncle
Let's Garcia. That's a true hero right there.
But now she's grabbing his arm and Uncle Jack shouted, "Call 911, you're a fucking coward, Howard, damn it, look what you've done. A piece of shark and breaking camel's back and you were the one. My brother took his life cause you're his piece of shit of a son." Howard screamed, "I never knew him when he died, I was young. This is not my fucking fault cause I get high to have fun. But you can call the cops yourself, look, I gotta run. And I'ma take my fucking life cause that's what all of us want."
Little Steven giving back.
Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from
Woo-woo.
people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. He snatched the keys from the ground and hopped in the car. Uncle Jack started to run, but didn't follow him far. Was more concerned about his mother and the shape of her heart. He watched the car vanish while his mother died in his arms. Now Howard's like an hour from that shitty apartment. He's half a bottle deep and moving on to the hard shit. Pulled over, rolled $1 for a line of some coke. He sniffed it up his nose, his tongue was numb and tickled his throat. No more twitching, got his fix and now he's starting to think. Took a drink, opened the door so he could fall to his knees. Started praying for his granny, hoping she was at peace. Then his prayer got interrupted by the sound of police. "Freeze right there!" He chose to do the opposite. He jumped back in the car, spit off and took a new Suboxone strip. So fuck a stop and frisk, he wants to just be off the grid. Sniffed another line of fuck it, chase it down with confidence. It's time to face the consequences. Knows that if the cops will get him, he'd be left with nothing but a dirty cotton pot to piss in. It's impossible to find a drip of optimism out of second chances. Too bad no one ever stopped to listen. Now he's planning out a car collision. With the cards he was given was not a hard decision. He screamed, "The world show me no mercy, maybe God will." Then he yanked the steering wheel and slammed his car to the guardrail.
Shout out to my buddy Dollar Green Intros.